There was a big celebration in Sartell today as Niron Magnetics broke ground on a massive manufacturing facility that will bring hundreds of jobs to our state. The company, which started in a lab at the University of Minnesota, has developed a sustainable magnet that's unlike anything else in the world. In fact, it's so powerful that it brought together political polar opposites. It also attracted our Danny Spiewak.
3, 2, 1.
The new Niron Magnetics manufacturing facility will provide a jolt to Sartell,
Shovels in the ground, dirt moving.
a city of 20,000 led by Mayor Ryan Fitzham.
Yeah, today is an amazing day in the city of Sartell.
The 190,000 square foot Niron plant will be located near the site of the old Verso paper mill, which for decades served as the economic engine for Sartell until an explosion in 2012.
Our community was left with a burnt down paper mill, a shell of it, closed, and now again, this is a rebirth.
Niron Magnetics makes permanent magnets used in everyday products like cars and cell phones, and has financial support from companies like GM and Samsung.
Magnet is everywhere, yeah.
Using technology developed by University of Minnesota professor Jianping Wang, the company combines iron and nitrogen without using rare earth elements to make homegrown magnets that can bypass the supply chain largely dominated by China.
We are not just building the world's first iron nitride magnet facility. We are launching a new American industry, and we are starting it right here in Sartell, Minnesota.
The groundbreaking was hailed as a landmark moment by leaders of both political parties, including Republican U.S. Representative Tom Emmer.
I'm proud of this state-of-the-art facility.
And Governor Tim Walz.
We're not dependent on Beijing. We're dependent on Sartell now. We're dependent on Minnesota, and that makes all the difference.
The facility is expected to create 175 high-tech manufacturing jobs in the initial stages and eventually could expand to more than 300 employees. If Niron Magnetics doesn't meet job goals, the company will have to pay back tax breaks given by Sartell.
That economic impact is upwards of $60 million on an annual basis that it'll mean for central Minnesota and Sartell specifically.
It's a full circle moment for the city, given the history of the old paper mill, which was Sartell's largest employer and a source of identity throughout the 20th century.
From the ashes of the paper mill is now the foundation for Niron Magnetics, quite literally.
Niron Magnetics and Sartell have been involved in meetings for more than a year to make this project come to life. The facility is expected to open by the end of 2028. Kent, it really was a feeling of celebration up in Sartell. A lot of excitement from everybody.
It is so cool. It just really is. Now, we talked about the political polar opposites. Governor Walz, Representative Emmer there today. Speaking of polar opposites, Republicans and Democrats in Washington, we've been talking about this looming shutdown. Did you get a chance to talk about that today?
Well, we had hoped to ask Representative Emmer about that. Of course, he is the majority whip in the U.S. House and is one of the highest ranking Republicans in Congress. He left without taking questions from the media today. So we had hoped to see kind of what the status of things was in Washington, but did not get those answers today.
Hopefully they're rushing out to get back to Washington, maybe negotiate.
They'll be there Monday, so we'll see.
All right. Well, thanks, Danny.